Here are 9 presentation ideas that will radically improve your presentation skills. In this presentation, we'll be talking about how you can make your presentation stand out with these 9 easy tips, tricks, and ideas that you can use in all your presentations. We'll also be talking about how you can prepare, design, and present your presentation so they're captivating and very interesting to the audience. The first few tips or tricks in this video, we'll be talking about prepare. Preparation is a very important step of the process. This is where you set up your slide and organize how and when you'll say things. 1. Save the best for last and first. Many people make the mistake of putting the most interesting or relevant or important topics in the middle of their presentation. This is a big mistake because this is where most people don't listen or just don't pay attention to. First, always start with an interesting hook or captivating message. Don't be basic. Always start with the most interesting topic or just with a really captivating hook. This is the part where the audience thinks and decides if your presentation is actually worth listening to. At the end with a big takeaway and the main message of your presentation. This is the most memorable part of your presentation because this is the part that people remember the most when you present. Make sure your big topic or idea is at the end of your presentation. Have a layout. An interesting way to do this is to get sticky notes or note cards and lay them out and have each note card have a point or main message of your presentation. Make sure each note card only has one point. Lay these all out and then organize them in an order that matches with you. Use this as an order for your presentation or slides. 2. Change modalities. Everyone has a different learning style, and making sure that you balance out how you display the information is super vital for your presentation. 83% of learning actually happens visually, and 65% of people are visual learners. This just shows how a visual modality is so important for your presentation. Try to incorporate visual elements such as graphs, tables, pictures, illustrations, and more. These are all ways that you can incorporate a different modality into your presentation versus making everything words, text, and just speech. 3. Create interactivity. One of the best ways to improve your presentation skills is involving your audience in interesting and unique ways. Make them partners in your presentation, and can be a very critical part of your success as a presenter. Your audience should not be passive listeners. They should be active partners in getting your message across. Here are a few ways you can do this. Partner brainstorming. You can get your audience to become partners and brainstorm ideas for an idea that you're about to explain. Icebreakers. Get to know the audience by talking about interests. Raise your hand questions. Ask people to raise their hand if they have things similar with each other. Table questions. Ask people questions and ask how you can help them. Design. Everyone has their own style, but everyone can drastically improve themselves with these few tips. Get creative with color. So color actually helps people understand the mood of your presentation, and humans associate colors with certain moods and environments. Here is a quick color guide that you can use in your presentations, and just remember that all colors are associated with different things throughout different people. Here are a few definitions or meanings to each color. 5. Fonts matter. Fonts should reflect the mood and the feel of the presentation. You shouldn't be boring, but you should make sure that they match up with your message. Here is a quick font guide that I recommend if you want to look at some quick fonts that you can use to display your meaning and your feel to the presentation. Here, for example, you can see how these fonts are formal, informal, light, dramatic, modern, traditional, warm, and cool fonts that you can use in your presentations just to display your meaning. There's so many more fonts that you can explore and use, and these are just a few to base the standards for each mood. just keep in mind that you should never ever use Comic Sans. It's never appropriate to use Comic Sans in your presentations. Present. You need to make sure that everyone is paying attention to how you explain your information. 6. Don't over rehearse. Although it may be tempting to memorize the script so your nerves can actually calm down, this really deliberately makes your presentation less attractive. People can hear your voice and people can see through that you memorize your script. That makes it seem like you're not having a conversation and you're not trying to deliver a message. It makes it seem like you're just reading off a script that's in your head. It's a horrible way to talk to the audience. It's a horrible way to get your message across. 7. Use vocal variety. This is a very important thing to keep in mind. You need to talk with highs and lows during your presentation. Vocal variety consists of pace, volume, and cadence. Here's a tip. Warm up your voice before presenting. This really helps with how you talk and how your audience listens to you. 8. Work the stage. Remember, the floor is yours. Own it. If you have command of the stage, people will know that you have control. Your body language is also very important. Learn more about hand gestures and other physical things you can do with your presentation to be more captivating and more interesting overall. 9. End with an exhale. This does a lot of things for yourself. It forces a very significant pause, which adds vocal variety and drama, and it also brings in more oxygen and lets you think and speak clearly. This also relaxes your vocal cords, so you can speak with more renaissance. This is an amazing thing to do at the end of your presentation because it calms your nerves down and it makes the very last seconds and moments of your presentation super special and memorable. Thank you. I hope you loved this video and I hope you found these tips and tricks super useful to use in your daily life. For more videos like this, please like, share, and subscribe to the Success Bistro.